What's up, everybody? I didn't even realize I had a comment popped up already, but welcome to episode 74, Cigars Unbanded. We are checking out cigar number 2 today in the May pack. The pack that just went back on sale, now available. So if you don't have one, scoop one up. We got the full panel here tonight. All the boys are here, and we got a special guest with us, the man who won the pack last month, Mr. Epicurean Smokes, Steven.
Show.
Glad to be here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're lucky you didn't come on for episode 1. I'll tell you that much, because that cigar
Voided a bomb.
Yeah.
Did you have it, Steven? Did you have it?
No. The game is tuning in for the first 10 minutes and figuring out if I should indulge.
You dodged
If I watch your face specifically, I can tell immediately.
Yeah. So I don't know if my face would have said much because it was so fucking boring. It's like,
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't get to play the game that way, Steven. We have to suffer through the pain.
At least it wasn't horrible, you know? It was
just boring.
Yeah,
I listened to the show and
so boring.
I was just kind of taking it all in as you guys were boring your way through it.
Yeah. It was a struggle, but we did a solid third, right? A solid third and a half, right? Almost 2/3.
It was a fun episode. It was a fun episode to record. It just sucked to we had to make the best out of the situation, which means we had to come up with even more shit to talk about. And, it was a bad, the type of cigar I don't like the most is one that's so boring. It's not bad enough to put down, but it's just good enough to keep smoking. That's the cigar that I detest. Luckily, we all just made an executive decision, just said, fuck this, let's smoke something better and just get the rating over with.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think it helped that the entire chat was having a very similar experience, and everyone was just kind of like already lighting up second cigars. So might as well follow suit at that point.
Someone in the chat asked, they said, Andrew, are you still smoking the last week's cigar?
Fucking Andrew. What a trooper, man. He stuck it out the whole way.
No.
Some guys kind of like it, though, right? Very few, but some guys actually kind of said it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think some guys thought, for the experience, it wasn't a cigar that blew anyone's socks off, but it wasn't a bad cigar, so you might as well finish it if you didn't have a second cigar lined up, but I don't know. What's up, Taurus?
Like the day after, it was still like sitting in the same spot in my ashtray with the ash still not ashed. It was like carbonite. Just didn't move.
Oh shit. But if you're not smoking with us, let us know if you're smoking, drinking, all that good stuff. And you should be smoking with us now that the packs are available. I mean, come on. Get in on the fun. Let's see. Oh, there's Andrew. There he is. He's alive, so that's good.
Didn't kill him. The boredom didn't kill him.
What's going on, Sean? Hey, let's give a happy birthday to Felipe. He had his birthday this week. Happy birthday, dude.
Happy B-Day, man.
Birthday, man. Happy B-Day.
Love you, bro.
John too, man.
John too.
Oh, that's right. John was the weekend, was it, John?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There we
John's
go.
like, mine was on Thursday last week. Nobody said anything. It's like,
No.
It was in the weekend.
No.
Yeah,
it was on my
Happy birthday, John.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all.
I was able to.
Old man.
Oh, you're not the oldest on the panel. Relax, okay? Johnny OCD.
Old man coffee.
All right.
Old man coffee. Fucking just a nickname we use. Old man coffee. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
First off, I don't sound like that. And secondly, I didn't come up with that nickname. That is what they're called.
Hey, do you wonder if they call you that at the table, just behind your back?
Shut up.
You think you're there yet?
No, I'm not there yet. I don't count as old man coffee yet. Not yet.
They're like old man white monster. Old man white monster.
dude, you guys gotta watch Johnny's video. to see what we're talking about. That was funny.
All right. How do I leave this?
God.
No, you're for good now, buddy. You're in. But it was
John,
cool.
you
I
ever
got
do Cinco de Mayo stuff for your birthday?
Not really this time around. Sometimes I do. But yeah, this one was pretty chill, which is fine by me. So it was good.
Nice.
yeah.
Yep.
Was it a big one or just a like was it a 5 or a 0 attached to it?
No, not.
Yeah.
I was still recovering from my back issues and shit, and I did with everything going on. I just wanted to chill, So it was good though.
Yeah.
Good time with the family. I love my birthday weekend though because, dude, it's first of all Cinco de Mayo, and in Texas, so there's always a party going on. But then it's you got the Kentucky Derby going on, which I'm not a big horse racing guy, but it's still fun. You got the Miami Grand Prix. You got Canelo's usually fighting. It's usually a big sports weekend, so it's pretty cool.
That's cool. You can just tie it up to other events that are going on and just kind of people are going to be gathered probably anyway. So might as well just rope it all in.
Exactly. Yep.
Too bad you're not Mexican like Roger and I.
I know.
We celebrate it proper.
Just Okinawan, just Okinawan. So that's all.
Yeah. It was cool. I got to meet up with Felipe. We had a cigar at the lounge. The owner was
nice.
there. He gave us a Cuban, a real one. So that was pretty cool.
Very
Nice, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Peter
That's
tried
the
to
perks.
kiss me.
Well, I didn't try. I got it. Okay. I got it.
Is that the first time you guys have met up?
No, we've met at the lounge a few times now. It's like smack in the middle of both of our
That Felipe
houses.
knows about. That
Yeah.
Felipe knows about. Fucking creep.
He's in his car. Just
Hey, is he in there? I have the lounge call me when he
shit.
goes. Is he in there?
They're like, yeah, he's trying to add boxes to your account right now.
Yeah.
We need you down here to sign.
He
While
keeps
munching on
flashing
some
your name.
donuts. While Peter's munching on some donut holes.
Yeah. No. It was pretty
Dude,
good. I smoked
is
them.
it just me? Sorry.
Oh, no, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Pete. Yeah,
No, let's get into the
Is
cigar.
it just me, or is this cigar really fucking good?
No, it's not
Pretty
just
good.
you.
It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable.
This cigar's
So
pretty fucking good.
It's not bad. It's all right. It's all right.
Yes, JD, it is a part of the VIP Patreon package. You get lips.
Mm.
But let's start off with the cigar. We'll go around the panel. We'll start with the guest, Steven. Get a couple puffs in, get your thoughts together, everybody in the chat. Let us
Yeah.
know what you're getting as well. Felipe is going to be on those comments, highlighting them. So, Steven. what do
Yeah,
we
it's
get?
nice. It's like a little woody up front, a little bit of leather, a little bit of earth, some spice. It's nice. It's a nice start.
All right, Roger, what are you getting?
So I'm getting like the pepper isn't super overbearing, but it's like just stinging through the retro, like very stinging. I'm getting that leather, mostly earth. Like right at light up, I got a lot of earthiness, and it's starting to come back down. But I got a weird, like, I don't want to say sweetness, but it's like a familiar taste that's pretty good. But hopefully that picks up. The stinging on my nostrils is kind of that's the main thing here.
Johnny, what are you getting, bud?
Initially, lots of pepper through the retro hail, which thoroughly enjoying. Spicy cedar. There's like a fruit nuance coming in, leaning towards like dark fruit. Now I'm possibly getting tangerine through the nose. I don't know. A little citrus on the tongue, super creamy. I feel like I've smoked this before.
There you go. John, what are you getting?
It's very like Ecuador Habano-esque or Nicaraguan Habano-esque for me. But so yeah, cedar. I'm getting a lot of cedar wood. I'm getting the leather, like roasted tobacco, like toasted tobacco notes, pepper, and then I'm getting a little bit of like a nougaty kind of sweetness through the retrohale, or nougaty kind of creaminess through the retrohale. So that's nice. So yeah.
All right, Michael, what's going on?
Well, I agree with the rest of the panel. It started off with like some really intense pepper spice, like straight down the center, and then that faded away really nicely. So the whole entire cigar has been very enjoyable. Tastes well aged, tastes very robust and complex, and I like it so far.
Nice. And yes, JD, Johnny is always making shit up, but we digress. Matt, what are you getting? Nice shirt, by the way, Matt. I like that shirt.
Chubby.
Very nice.
Anybody know Chubby?
No.
Nobody knows Chubby.
No.
You fuckers. The cigar is good. It's really juicy. It's a really like I'm getting this like citrus, almost like a tropical fruit kind of sweetness. And the funny thing is like I haven't gotten much pepper, like, and that's for me. Like it's not too peppery. There's like, you know, some like mulling baking spice thing going on, but not too peppery. But yeah, it's very juicy smoke texture, cedar, leather, getting some nuttiness too. I'll say like an almond nut. I'm liking it. This thing's freaking good. I'm getting more exotic tobacco / Dominican vibes, aged Dominican vibes from this cigar.
Okay. Carpy.
It's funny about John saying Ecuadorian Habano as I wrote Ecuadorian Habano at the top of the page. I'm like, maybe. But on the draw, I was getting like nutty leather and like this herbal spice. And at light up, I retroed it like twice in a row and I had to mute my microphone because I was sneezing. But that's chilled out. It's just got this nice floral spice on the retro with like this vegetal undertone thing going on. And then on the finish, I think it's Brazil nuts and there's like a fruity coffee thing going on. It's pretty good so far. I don't know that I'd describe it as juicy, but I'll consider that as I take my next few puffs.
Juicy.
Consider it.
Felipe stepped away, but we'll get his thoughts when he gets back. I'm going to echo pretty much what everyone's saying. I am getting that citrus that Johnny's getting, though. It's like a fruit component there. The spice is nice. I don't mind it. It's not on the retro for me. It's mostly palate. Like, you know, the tongue is kind of a little tingling after, you know, the long finish happens. And it's nice. It's balanced nicely. I can see the aged tobacco that you guys were talking about. It's kind of refined, but that citrus is nice. Like whatever that is enjoyable. Can you drop? We'll wait for Felipe to come back to say juicy. Anyone having construction issues, or does everything look pretty good? I mean, the cigar was in great shape when I got it.
Yeah, no,
mine was cracked on the foot. Mine was cracked on the foot when I got it, but I'm burning right through it. I figured it wouldn't be an issue. Damn,
Wrapper's nice and oily.
What's up? My bad, guys. I'm home alone and the kid got up, so I had to run upstairs.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Me too, buddy. We got
Put him back to sleep. Give him a little pop.
Get in your bed. If you get up,
we got the monitor ready.
Yep.
Yeah. But
I agree
Felipe,
with I agree with Aaron and Andrew's comment too. Like it started off very basin-esque in a lot of ways. And also probably
Funky.
or possibly some Peruvian tobacco. Exotic tobacco.
Ooh.
What do you think,
Like it.
Johnny?
I couldn't taste that in the beginning, but when I was sniffing on the cigar before we lit it, it definitely had a little funk to it. There was a little something on there. My hands were washed too, so it's not like I had Roger Funk in my hands. You know, it was
Satiating. That's a good word.
Juicy.
Juicy.
Felipe, but how's the cigar going for you?
Pretty good. Similar to a lot of you guys, getting a little pepper. It's going away now. Woody. And there's a like dark fruit note to it too. A little sweetness at the end. I get that funk too.
Nice. All right, well, off to a good start, seems like. Good stuff.
making up for last week. That's for damn sure.
Thank God. Well,
Terrence,
buckle up.
do you have a perfect draw? He's struggling through his cigar.
Who's that?
Terrence. He's having a rough time. 3 puffs to get any smoke.
Damn, man.
If only there was a YouTube video on how to use the perfect draw.
Poke the hell out of it, dude.
There you go.
Chug.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you make the holes from the side. You make the holes from the side.
Lets the air come through.
Yeah, exactly. Shish
Doubles
kebab
as a holder.
Yeah, right. So Steven, what's going on, man? How's the channel going? You've been putting out a ton of content after PCA. You got new series starting up.
Yeah, man, it's been fun. PCA was like an eye-opening experience for me, you know, seeing the retail side of things and getting to actually meet people behind the scenes. So that kind of gave me a lot of content at the show. And then I've been kind of mulling over doing the Legends of the Leaf series with the Cuban cigar stuff. And it's kind of taken me a while to get around to it. But I'm enjoying it, and it's giving me the opportunity to explore multiple vitolas of a certain marca. And so I've been working through Monte Cristo, and I think I'm going to take a break after I get through the numbered line. So Monte number 1 through 5, and then start doing some of the new releases from 2024, 2025 from Habanos. But it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know.
The
Matt,
best.
I was just gonna
best-
mention what you were gonna say.
The best live content at the show, Steven Epicurean Smokes.
Thank you, dude.
And his audio quality was the shit. It wasn't just like, you know, some awkward interviews every time. Like he toured the booth. He did a couple of interviews, but he toured the booth. He showed you what he was interested in. And it was the one thing that pisses me off the most about floor, content on the floor is the audio quality is always shite. And Steven, he didn't just do it well, but he did it well live. Like it was live recorded, going live as he's streaming, and it sounded great.
Thank you. I actually did a lot of testing, mic testing and equipment testing beforehand. It's not really like the nature of my channel, so I didn't really show any of that, but I actually purchased quite a few microphones, tested them, was able to return the ones that didn't work out.
It was great shit, dude. I appreciated it.
Do you have a background in that stuff, Steven, or has it been all like part of the hobby for you, learning that whole
just
aspect
part of the hobby?
Yeah. That's
yeah,
awesome.
and I learned that one brand has like integrated noise canceling, so that really sealed the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Which brand was that?
That's DJI.
Nice.
Minis. Yeah.
10th anniversary, says Jonathan. Which 10th? There's a bunch of those.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's definitely not that Davidoff. I'll tell you that much.
I was thinking that's the most recent one, and like, there's no way that one.
No. I'm still recovering.
Just shade alone.
Yeah.
Sorry, Skinny.
Speaking of Skinny, he popped in the Discord yesterday. He was at the Kellner event that Tobacconist of Greenwich was doing. He won the grand prize, man.
Wow.
It was a cabinet of 100 rare finds Kellner editions.
Oh wow, he must have been smitten.
That's awesome.
Nice. Dang.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Fuck.
It's not a cheap box.
Nobody more deserving, because he's probably spent so much money there. Nobody more deserving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We had a couple guys from the Discord there. I think Philip was there too, and he won second prize. So Cigars Our Story, Philip was over there, and we cleaned up, boys. The cud was in full effect.
Nick was there too. He won the 50 count of the original rare finds by Kellner.
Oh, no
maybe
shit.
it
That's dope, man.
So it was Nick that won.
Maybe it was Nick. I
Well,
thought it
Nick,
was Philip. 'cause he was
unless
there.
that's his buddy. He went in with his buddy, so they split it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So
Yeah, the event looked awesome. I mean, the Kellners were dancing with some belly dancers and stuff, and it was getting a little wild over there for those old guys. But Skinny had a great time. They always put on great events over there. Your buddy Johnny, doesn't he live around there too?
Mhm.
Nick,
Yeah.
I know he's trying to get you to come up to one of the events.
he was trying to get me to come up to that one. He's like, "I got you. Just come up." And I'm like, "Can't."
If you don't want to hang out with me and Felipe, just say so, dude. It's not a big deal.
I was talking to him
Oh
on the
my
phone
God.
today. He was also saying, he's like, "Bro, you got to try the Davidoff 10th Escoro. It's fantastic." I'm like, "Really?" Peter said it's shit.
Has anyone else smoked it yet on the panel?
I have one skinny semi one. I haven't tried it yet.
Man,
I have one
I
you
don't
sent
know.
me to, I think. I just haven't smoked it.
I think I was trying to get rid of my other one. Let me know how it goes, Roger.
I will, bro.
So the cigar's still really well, going really well for me. I don't know about you guys. No real flavor changes, but that citrus and pepper is like still taking over. Andrew, what do you got here? Spice, is that a
Thanks,
2
Andrew.
earth, a little funk? What was that, Steven?
I was just thanking Andrew for that comment.
Oh, nice. Let's see here. I'm a little further behind, so let me catch up. No, you can't get the upgrade to the Patreon, JD. Sorry about that, bud. What's going on? Other Sal, A-Perf, what's going on, man?
What's up, man?
What up, dude?
64
Just-
Maduro, delicious.
It's all right. It's better than natural, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's not weird, but the cigar reminds me of like being at a barbecue joint with like hickory wood around me and like having like sweet tea or something, or like just I don't know, like some kind of fruit tea around it. I don't know. There's something like there's like hickory, and then I'm getting like this like fruitiness off of it. It's interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm getting a weird note that I can't pick up, but it's like it's familiar. I'm waiting for one of you guys to bring it up and then see if it clicks.
I'm also still getting like straight up. It's almost like nougat or like almost like a milk cream, like a little bit.
You're getting
This
pine.
is very
Roger.
good.
Tastes like pine.
Pine.
You're getting pine.
Oh, it's like a fruity something.
Teakwood.
You know what? Earlier, I think Carpe, you said like some fruity coffee thing. That was you said that, right, bro?
Yeah.
And I think you said
Yeah,
that
on
clip.
the
I'm
long
like, dude,
finish.
I don't get coffee that much, but I kind of like that kind of clicked for me a little bit. It's weird. It's an interesting cigar.
Yeah, it's very.
There's definitely a
interesting.
lot going on.
Yeah.
What's up, Aaron? It's about an inch in. Pepper is softening. Getting some prune notes. Okay.
Oh, you may have to step away from your computer or device pretty soon, or maybe take it with you. That's the move, right?
That's the move, dude.
I don't think I've ever
That's
pulled
the-
that one off yet.
Whoever says eating and smoking is cool, they gotta sit on the toilet and smoke. That's the move.
Oh yeah,
It's commitment, yeah.
multitasking. That's a multitasking I can get down with right there.
That's a tough one. I don't know if I could enjoy that. I'm usually in the
Dude.
toilet long enough to enjoy a Robusto, but I don't know if I'd be wanting to combine my two passions like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about cigar in a
Oh,
bathtub?
that's the best. It's the best when you're at the cigar shop.
Two
Just walk
passions.
in.
Yeah. I've never done the pool, bathtub, hot tub thing either. I don't know if that
Really?
is that enjoy- Is
Overrated.
it enjoyable? Like, I
Overrated.
feel like the humidity from the tub and like
Always
There's a lot
mutes
going
the
on there.
fuck out of the cigar. Always mutes the
I
fuck
feel
out
like
of the
if you
cigar,
were-
from my experience.
If you were so I've done it where like on a lake up at a cabin, I'll be on like a floaty with like my legs dangling in the water, smoking a cigar. That's
I don't need this visual.
delightful.
I don't need that.
Yeah, dude. These
Why you like it,
shins,
Steven?
These
I'm
fucking
into it. man.
grinding white
I have a hot
shins.
tub, so I
Nice.
will
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
I've got a set of silicone ashtrays. Go around the edge of the hot tub. Yeah, it is fantastic. Get the mood lighting on. Nice jets. Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got music playing too.
Fuck yeah. Of course.
Oh yeah, dude.
I've even got a little stand out there to hold my phone so I can watch shows like this.
Oh, let us know next time you're in the tub, dude. I'll get excited on the
A
show.
little live stream. A little live stream, Steven.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
He just taps in from the tub.
You're all just trying to
Dave's
catch a
comment.
peek.
What did Dave say? I didn't see it, Felipe. You got it? Or Paul, my two favorite funks. I saw that. That's nice. Are you usually in the tub by yourself, or do you got someone with you though? That's the question.
No, nobody wants to smoke with me. No, it's just me.
No.
No, because if I'm smoking, then my wife's not going to come out with me. So I got to
Yeah.
make decisions, hard decisions.
I agree with that comment.
Yeah.
Agree with
Okay.
that comment.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I always think
So-
of like, what if your hand gets wet and then you gotta like dry it real quick?
You
before
have
grab
to have
the
a dry
cigar? I don't-
hand. You pick which hand it's going to be. You can alternate, but you keep one hand out of the water dry. Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's
Yep.
there's a method to it.
I already feel stressed out.
I want to try it. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, I
try
was
it.
going to ask you guys. I'm going golfing for the first time on Monday. Is there
Nice.
anything
Oh,
that I
shit.
need to prepare for when it comes to smoking
Prepare
a cigar
to
on the
suck.
links? Well, no, I mean I already know that. I could care less about that.
I would recommend most like pro shops at the place will have them, but there's like a clip-on holder that like clips onto your cart and
Yeah.
it'll hold your cigar too.
Yeah.
Got one of those
Um,
already.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
you're good. Then just prepare
Okay.
to be frustrated for about 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, I'm not going to be frustrated because I don't care.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I exclusively golf for smoking and drinking. Like that's
Yeah,
what that's for.
yeah. No, that's the whole point.
Yeah. First time ever though, huh? Is this like a company outing? They're roping you into it?
It's for my buyers. They have a sponsored tournament, so I have to kind of go as a, taking out the
Hmm.
buyer, so to speak, kind of deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's only 9 holes. Hopefully you don't get suckered into doing a long day.
You know what? Whatever it is, there will be plenty to drink and plenty to smoke, so it'll be all right.
That's true. That is very true. What's up, old fogey? What are you getting here? Picking up a little bit of hackberry smoke. Okay.
Light
Light
sumac.
Yeah, what
What?
is light sumac?
Aw.
What's going on here?
Oh, I can actually see the sumac. Yeah, we use sumac in cooking, so yeah,
That
What is
blew my
sumac?
mind.
What is
Yeah,
sumac?
it's a spice.
Okay,
Yeah,
interesting. Okay.
yeah, that's a
I just
strong
Grows
call
on the
out.
side of
That's-
the freeway.
Oh no, not
Poison
poison
sumac?
sumac. No.
No, it's not poison. You can flick the berries or the flowers and then lick it. It's kind of tart, kind of sweet.
Fucking weirdo. Don't do
It's
that.
like
All right. We don't need people driving on the side of the highway picking berries now at Carpi. All right.
Alright.
We
Sounds
have
very-
like this Lebanese restaurant in town that has a sumac cocktail. It's pretty good.
That's so weird. I
Yeah,
gotta get
it's-
some.
It's just that like dried berry from the sumac plant that they kind of grind down and use as seasoning.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan, this cigar reminds me a little of a Byron.
Huh? How fitting. How
Throwing out
fitting.
hints. Throwing out hints.
For the second cigar.
Mhm.
I don't know what you guys picked, but I think this is the 19th century. I don't know. I got
Yeah,
a
I
few
got
of these
that
little
one.
guys.
Yeah.
19th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Zatal.
There it is. Am I that far behind where I'm getting to birthday stuff now? Jesus Christ.
Take care.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Felipe. What was that one? All right.
Just giving shout out to Small Batch.
Yep. Your opportunity
yeah.
to pick up a pack is now. Head over, please. Grab a pack. Join in. The packs are increasing too. This is our highest month. So I don't know when the cutoff is, but if you want to get in and you're debating it, I know there's a limited number of packs. So I would definitely scoop one up before it's too late. What's up, James? You saw
James, I gotta
Felipe.
grow it out. I gotta grow this out over here.
Mm.
Felipe, you used to have like a big ass beard, right?
Yeah, dude. But can't do it for for work. So
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately.
Had to relight. I don't think it's wet or anything, but I might be talking and not puffing enough. So
Speaking of
Rapper
beard-
is super oily though.
Yeah.
what were you going to say, John? Were you going to say something?
Oh, just a random thing. But just speaking of beards, I'm not a huge baseball guy, but did y'all hear I didn't know this, but the Yankees, you couldn't have any facial hair if you played
Yeah.
on the Yankees.
Yeah.
I never knew that. And they just started to allow it a little bit, but It makes sense because all the guys are clean cut, but I had no idea that that was a thing.
Yeah, it was
You
the
had to
old
be
Steinbrenner
clean
rule.
shaven. Yeah,
Yeah.
clean shaven or have a mustache, like a trimmed mustache. That's why, like Garrett Cole, that's he used to have scruff, when he played for the Astros, but when he got to the Yankees, he had to go clean shave. But they changed
Man,
it. They changed it this last year.
Tom Mattingly, bro, with the stash, in the 90s. Late
Dude,
80s.
I can't do clean shaven no matter what I've done. Dude, I got like the nice single razor, the brush and all that. I got the whole thing. No matter what I do, if I go clean shaven, I get all just the irritation and shit. Like I have to have a beard. Like when I worked for companies where they're like, you want to be clean shaven, I'm like, I will look worse like doing that. And I tried everything. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to have a buddy like that. He used to have to nair his face.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Stuff,
Oh,
yeah.
that's horrible, dude.
He had like really irritated skin all the time. When he was out in the sun a lot, he would get like it looked like eczema. But he was like, it's better than me trying to shave.
Yeah. Dang, dude. That sucks.
I've slowly tried, introducing it because I used to be really short, but my company is one of the biggest distributors. They make razors. So I was like, okay, I took the hint, but this is fine. But I don't want to go crazy. No one else in the company that I've seen beards.
Yeah.
Does anybody miss the Matt stash? I do.
I think we were so used to it when he shaved it on the live, like we didn't even really notice. It kind of just looked like Matt, you know what I mean? And then he's like, no one fucking noticed I shaved my mustache. It was just natural.
Yeah, at least somebody noticed my badass shirt tonight. Thank you, Pete. Thank you.
I still don't know what it means. So, you want to enlighten anyone?
It's Chewy. It's Chewy, dude.
Chewy.
What is
He's as a Disneyland, the fucking Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It's the newer ride, both at Disney World and Disneyland. There's a little fucking plump fat ass bird that floats around. It's Chewy. God damn. Nothing can stop us now, baby. Nothing. Hear that, YouTube? Hear that, fucking YouTube? Fuckers.
So you paid $100 for a T-shirt?
No, this is off of Amazon. They don't make this.
Oh, okay.
They don't fucking make this.
Enzo said low T won't allow me to grow facial hair. Bro, you got those long locks though, Enzo. You got to pick one or the other, bro. I mean, sometimes you don't get to choose both, bro.
Dude, you don't.
Speaking of Nair,
I'll just move.
Anyone else have a terrible experience with Nair? Because in my younger days, I tried some stuff in a certain region that you're not supposed to put Nair.
No.
Whatever, you didn't read the bottle.
No, I didn't read the bottle, and a little bit got on the backside of my hand, and as I was applying it in certain areas, might have brushed the bean bag a little bit, and I thought I was gonna fucking die, dude.
Oh, dude.
That smell is horrible too, dude.
Whatever girl I was trying to impress, it was not worth the risk or the outcome.
I bet she was
Put
impressed.
yourself out of commission.
Yeah, she probably had to bring me to the hospital. Oh, that
Probably
smell is
looked like you had
terrible.
herpes on your nutsack.
Yeah, those weren't there before. I promise.
Never seen one this red.
Yeah.
So angry.
It's so angry.
Yeah. Speaking of anger, why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about it? I was going to go into another story. Not me, but for the guys who have gotten vasectomies or whatnot, I had a buddy who had a very bad time with it. And man, it looked like grapefruits. It was not good. Whatever he did, they did something wrong.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I didn't get snipped after I saw that. We got my wife fixed instead. I was like, not a chance, bro. Not a chance.
Yeah, dude, I was lucky my wife had a C-section for our last one. They were like, do you want us to just take the tubes out while we're down there? We're both like, So
Yeah.
yes.
We had the same thing happen. The doctor like leaned over. He's like, "Did you guys discuss this?" And my wife was like out of it. I was like, "We're done at 2. You can go ahead and just do that, please." Yeah. After
Yeah.
she saw the red, she turned blue. Yeah. Thanks, Nick.
You're over there signing the consents yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. First, third. We're done, right? First, third, going into second, third, or some of you
Oh, yeah.
further along? All right.
Little
Some are
further.
further along. Let's go around the horn again. We'll get all the flavor notes that everyone's getting. Steven, has it changed for you at all?
Not really that much. I definitely, I don't know if it's the power of persuasion or not, but I did get some of that citrus along the way. I did get some of that Brazil nut, and I picked up a raisin note along the way as well, but not a huge change.
Okay. Okay. Roger?
So I'm a little bit farther down on mine, and it just recently started getting a little bit muted, barely, but a little bit earlier, like that whole coffee fruitiness thing that Carpi had said, that was really apparent. Then I'm still getting earthy. Like I'm getting a little bit of earthiness. Maybe that's the funkiness to it, but I was getting like a lot of citrus zest, and it was really enjoyable. Till now, it kind of just took a little bit of a step back, but it's still good.
Johnny?
Thank you, Julian.
This thing's fantastic. I'm getting a little bit, sorry, of like that teak wood nuance to the retrohale, but I'm getting like tangerine. Like part of me wants to say this is like a selected tobacco, but I just feel like it's not. But I also feel like I've smoked this before, so I'm probably wrong. But I love this cigar. This is really, really good.
What about you, John?
Yeah, I'm not getting as much tangerine, but getting a little bit of hickory wood. Definitely getting Brazil nut for sure. Between a Brazil nut and like a really roasted almond kind of nuttiness. Getting a little bit of butter underneath that as well. And then still getting a nice, just barely just a touch of nougaty sweetness off of it, or nougaty kind of creaminess. Kind of some generic fruitiness, but yeah, it's not tangerine for me. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot.
Michael?
I'm with the group still on this. I like the fact that they called out Brazil nut because we just picked up some last week, so I've been chewing on those all week, along with this chai flavored yerba mate, and it kind of reminds me of that. So I've been swayed with like the sumac comments and the different spices that people have alluded to think more about like the yerba mate that I've had and that chai kind of spice. So it's just very reminiscent of some of the things that I've enjoyed along the week. And overall, I agree with everybody else. It's fantastic.
Matt, are the num-nums still there for you?
Cigar's fucking great. And it's something that John said stuck in my head. You said sweet tea. And this is like, it's like sweet tea, like earthy sweet tea with like, you know, some citrus, some like tangerine citrus or whatever. Just put like a slice of orange, put in the sweet tea. It's fucking bomb. This thing's really good. It's not too spicy, not too peppery, a little bit of wood, a little bit of nut. It's very, very balanced and very enjoyable.
Carpi.
A lot of similar things. One thing is though, like for a little bit there, the kind of floral note on the retro was almost getting like soapy on me, and I was like, oh no, is this gonna go terribly wrong? But it bounced back from that, and it's more of that like teak wood that like Johnny is saying.
Okay. And just to touch on Nick's comment here, touch of paper on the front, maybe pepper. Is that what we're going for? Pepper on the tongue. Yeah, I mean we've had paper cigars on the show before, so but the pepper is nice. Like for me, it's fleeting. Like it hits you, it's there, and then it's gone, which is nice. Like it's not lingering, it's not overloading my senses. So the pepper touch is very like sophisticated on the cigar. But Felipe, how's it going for you?
Yeah, that's the main thing for me. I recently picked up some pepper jelly, and that's what it's reminding me of. Like it's very balanced. That sweetness kind of lingers after, so it's like a really nice balance of that pepper up front, and then the sweetness kind of takes over.
Okay. I echo all of the sentiments that everyone has said. And Jimmy here is asking if anyone has anything to say about the Black Watch in Habano from Cigar Page. Anyone familiar with that cigar?
Never heard of it.
Nope.
Yeah,
Who
same
makes
here.
that, Jimmy?
If anyone smoked it in the chat, go ahead and throw it in there. Leo's adding second, third, no changes, still a nice smoke. Catch up here. Is this a guess from Enzo? Placencia 149 or 146?
Nah,
I'd be surprised. 'Cause
I don't think so.
It's very good though. This has, if it holds on like this through the entire experience, it's at least an A tier for me. And someone's vacuuming.
No, it's the trash. Trash is getting picked up. See, watch, I'll
Trash
mute
is
myself.
They do it late there, bro. They're here at like 5 in the
super late.
morning.
Yeah, we're like 10 a.m. at the latest.
Yeah.
The recycling wasn't picked up till like 9:30 last week. It's fucking insane.
Weird.
California.
Lazy asses.
Yeah, I'm just getting
And I
to the
don't-
golf comments. Oh boy.
I don't
What is it?
I don't do cigars with food. Like I don't do that either. But this thing just like it just reminds me of like being at like a barbecue joint with those sweeter woods around me. And like like Matt and I said, like the sweet tea and like a sweeter pork, or something. I don't know. It's just like it just reminds me of that because it's just taking.
Dude, you hit it out of the park with the sweet tea because I'm like understanding the cigar more because of that, and it's like it's making me enjoy it that much more and making me appreciate a unique component of a cigar that I usually don't get. I usually don't pick up tea notes, but this is like as soon as you said it, it just clicked. It's really
Nice.
freaking good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's an engaging cigar too. Like this thing is keeping me really engaged. Like in terms of like I'm trying to really pick out stuff with it. Opposite of the last week. Like this one, I'm like really, I'm locked in, paying attention to it.
Yeah.
I have my guess. I have my guess as to what it is.
Of course you do.
Well, I won't say it. I won't say it, but I'll just say I think Peter may be making up for last week a little bit.
I think I'm almost 100% sure this is the first time I've smoked this cigar. So if you are basing it off a cigar I might like, I'm pretty sure I haven't smoked this.
Javi.
Pretty sure.
That fucking changes everything.
Not 100% sure. I gotta look again.
not everywhere, Javi.
What did I? Oh Jesus! Take it easy, bro. Keith chimed in. You can make pink lemonade with wild sumac. Okay.
I love
See, he knows.
Don't drink
He's
the
a
punch,
fellow
bro.
outdoorsman.
Don't drink the punch. Jesus.
Drink the tea
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah, there's a hickory note in here though, so I don't know if it's that barbecue that you like, that smoked wood that you're referencing, John, but it's in there for sure.
Well,
Thumbs up. What's going on, Luke? Starting late, but saying pretty darn good.
Nice.
Smash the like, Johnny. You didn't go into your spiel. You want to?
I'm done. I'm done ranting about it.
If you hate the cigar, smash the like too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't even like cigars, smash the like. I don't know why you're here.
I can't make people take their index finger and just touch a screen. It's too
Here we go.
difficult. So I get it.
Oh, geez. Here we go. Here come the dislikes.
The work. Here come the dislikes. No.
I guess Terrence had some bad luck with his. I think his tunneled on him or something.
Yeah, that sucks, man. It seems like everyone else is having really good construction. I mean,
Yeah,
John,
yeah. Looks like it's burning great.
look at that, Ash. You're on notice, JB. Yeah, spicy tangerine, said John. Okay. Cool. So, Steven, like the It seems like the basis of your channel is more so on the Cuban side than it is New World. Like, where did that passion?
If you've been tuning in lately,
Yeah,
no, I'm just easy. I definitely did some prep for PCA, so I did all non-Cuban cigars for like the 2-3 months prior to PCA. So I did kind of change focus for a while. But to your question of like where did my interest come from, is I like Cuban cigars. And I really don't think that there's a lot of content that is like encompassing of the topic. There's plenty of channels that do reviews of certain lines here and there as they obtain them, but there really isn't a portfolio of reviews for that. And so I was like, oh, well, I enjoy this. This will help me choose what I want to keep in my humidor. Let me create this catalog.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, dude, that's a good call out. Like, I feel like the channels that heavily feature Cuban cigars are more around like the Cuban tradition, or they're not like really authentic, genuine reviews. They're just pushing, Habanos.
Or they're in Europe.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they're in Europe.
Yeah.
Locational.
Yeah, and also a lot of them for the for kind of core Habanos releases, they're many years old. And so you're trying to figure out, okay, I want to see what this crop year was like. I want to see something 2023 and newer. And I'm going to watch a review from 8 years ago that has no bearing on what's being released right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Very much so.
And to touch on that, you were just in England, right? Didn't you go over there and kind of do a little tour of a few shops?
Dude, I did like 12 lounges in like 8 days, something like that, or 12 lounges in 5 days. Yeah, no, I had a lot of lounges over there.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Nice, man. What were a couple of like your favorites?
I mean, I did all the big ones. So probably my favorite's JJ Fox. It's just a whole experience around it because you've got the Winston Churchill Museum downstairs, and so you can see all the cool Churchill artifacts, all the ledgers of his purchases, so like the 500,000 cigars he purchased in his life, and so you have that kind of cool factor. And they're really nice about like somebody followed me down and they were like, hey, yeah, we'll take a picture of you in Churchill's chair. So you've got the historical aspect that's fun. Their humidor is really robust, and their lounge space is comfortable. And one of the just really nice touches is that with your cigar purchase, it includes water and coffee service in their lounge. And so that makes a big difference when you go to other lounges. You're generally going to be charged for whatever you want to drink, but it's just a nice touch. So I enjoyed that. Number 6 Cavendish is like much more modern and nice. And so like while their humidor is just as big as JJ Fox, it's definitely kind of gives an upscale feel, and they have a full bar and they do pairings with you. So if you want something to pair, they recommend pairings from the bar. So that's a nice touch. It was so nice. I went to the Ritz. I mean, somebody in like a white jacket tux preparing your cigar for you, giving you little tasty treats. Here's some olives. Here's some nuts. Oh, we think a little dark chocolate will go well with that cigar. They bring it for you.
Nice.
So just the service, the level of service is fantastic.
Yeah.
Europe,
cool.
especially London, is so good about that at bars, like always having bar snacks whenever somebody orders a drink and sits down. Europe just in general has that so much better than America.
Nice.
And you met Eddie, right? You met Mr. Sahakian himself.
I met Edward, yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't get to meet Eddie. He was busy, but I did go back twice to make sure that I met at least one of them. And so it was nice getting to like hang out and have a conversation with him, take a photo, and he was great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Was Max there?
No.
Yeah, those guys are awesome. They do it right.
Yeah.
Touch on this question, John. I think we're almost at 90 packs right now, and there's a bunch of people that are on the wait list, so we might be over 100 for June. We're getting up there. That'll be our highest month so far while doing the monthly pack. So It's very cool. Appreciate you guys jumping in on that, supporting the channel and Small Batch.
Love Small Batch.
Woof woof. Aaron said he's getting raisin now, not prune. It has shifted. Funkiness is ramping up for me. I don't know if it's ramping up for you guys, but that funk is there.
Yeah, for sure. It's like tangy for me, but it's like tangy smokiness for me, which makes
So
no
good.
sense. Makes no sense at all, but just does.
Yeah.
Just is.
Leo said it's interesting and tasty stick. Not blowing my mind, but nice. See, this is why we can't hand out S tiers, Leo. Because come on, man. Everything's an A around here. We got to get an S as a group. This has really good potential to do it. I thought the sumo was going to pull it out because everyone really enjoyed that, but this might be the one. I don't know. I don't want to put it in anyone's ear.
The
But
Suma shoulda. Suma was better than this.
Don't vote, Terrence. Don't vote, Terrence. Don't vote, Leo.
we're going to stack the box. Yeah, it's a much better experience. But I guess Enzo was asking which cosecha from Placencia would you smoke, the 146 or the 149? Do you guys have a preference in that?
4.9.
4.9.
Yeah, I agree with
John's
Terrence.
right.
There.
Yeah,
146.
I don't
You
like
guys
the
are right.
I don't like the 50. I don't like the 51. Like this is not for me. But
Yeah,
4.9
I'm
is the
with you
best,
on
I
that
think.
one. Even the like Salomon, or was it the whatever Cortez in the
Cortez.
150? Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't think it was good, but I don't think it was as good.
It was the best. It was the best for the 151 line.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh, and
That
46
149 Cortez. Oh, so
Yeah.
freaking good.
Yeah.
Very good cigar.
Not as good as the Alma Fuego Cortez though. And all of those shit on the Ometepe. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Felipe, you smoked the new Placencia at the lounge yesterday. What'd you think of it?
It was delicious, man. I definitely want to pick up a few of them. Also, it was I see what you're saying. It was more of a spicier, bolder like bowl, but it was so well balanced, and I'm curious to see how like it would age in, like 6 months or a year.
Yeah,
Tasty.
and we tried it in the 6-0. Anyone else smoke another size of that cigar yet on the panel?
I want to try the Toro, the Boreal, but I haven't tried it yet.
I haven't had any of them, but I have the Toro in the dry box.
So you watched
definitely-
Johnny's review? He said,
Get on it.
Said your ass get on it, dude.
Yeah,
I know.
He called
I know.
everybody
That's,
out.
That's. I went to the store that day and got it.
Yeah, he went down the
Worker
list.
good.
I think he called my mom out too. He's like, "Well, she didn't smoke this. Get on it." He was just going after everybody. Get on it.
I'm surprised.
Definitely
I was gonna say, I'm surprised Johnny didn't get any floral. No floral for Johnny.
Immediately out the gate, and I was like, ugh, like, oh, this is gonna suck. And then it just went away. I was like, awesome.
Interesting. Nick is saying a limited exposure. I've never smoked that cigar. That's for sure.
Oh, Peter just gave the thumbs up. It's got to be it.
I don't know. I
Okay.
think every time I move this, it's fucking with it. So we got another guest, a Dapper 10th. Okay. I haven't smoked the release. I know we all smoked the samples
wrap-
and enjoyed it.
The wrapper's too rustic to be a
I
Dapper
agree.
10th. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, I love this cigar, so whatever wrapper they use, I'm a fan. It's more veiny, just more of a rustic looking wrapper compared to the Dapper 10th.
Yeah. Russ, we can't really tell you here, but if you want to DM one of us on IG, sure Steven can point you in a good direction where to go, since he probably has the most extensive Cuban collection out of any of us. Yeah.
Can't just say it about the .com.
I mean,
like if I said
don't
Big
know.
Blue, that would be like an issue. Like you could can't you just
Probably
say it?
not, but
Probably not. It's a gray area, but I mean, you're probably going to be fine, especially live content, but it is a gray area. Like just suggesting places to go, you know,
I
yeah,
live in
that
the
could
gray.
knock us.
I live in the gray.
I mean, look at your fucking wall behind you. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah. Steven, what's your favorite Cuban? Can you narrow it down to like
Yeah, dude.
a go-to?
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
got it immediately.
I keep a list, you know, like after my fumbling through like my memory of cigars to create a top 25 last year, I was like, oh no, this year you need to make a list. Like I have a running list now. But you know, Hoyo Double Corona is my favorite right now. So that's like tip top. So when somebody has the time for a double Corona, that's pretty fantastic. I just smoked the Monte Cristo #1 for review, and that is a great cigar. What else did I buy recently and try? San Cristobal La Punta, Punch Short to Punch. I also just got a box of those. Those are great. So yeah, there's a lot. It just depends like on the size that one is looking for, but yeah, I have favorites.
How do you feel about the Wide Churchill by Romeo?
White Churchill's good. It was definitely in the top 20. I think it was in the teens for me.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah.
smoke.
Yeah.
Num num.
Is there one that you haven't been able to get your hands on that's on the unicorn list that you're chasing?
Oh well, yeah. I mean, Edmundo Dantes is the unicorn, right?
Yes.
Like, no doubt.
Yes, it is.
Amazing.
Like, I've got a 55th like Victoria in the humidor. I've got 04 Sublimes. Like, I've got good stuff. It's just like that's legitimately the unicorn.
Yeah. Do you have a hard time smoking through the good stuff?
I do. That's actually part of the story of like why the YouTube channel exists, was like if I've only got one of something really cool because it was like super expensive, maybe, how do I want to enjoy it? And I spent a lot of time sitting in my backyard with like a cigar journal and taking notes. But it was kind of in a way a lonely experience because it's still just you experiencing it. And there's this desire for me to want to share it with somebody.
Right.
And so
Compare
YouTube
notes.
kind of gives that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And especially like being connected into Discord groups, and like it's so easy to just connect with everyone else who is as nerdy as you and share the joy. And it's been cool because of like most of us weren't into Cubans or had access to Cubans. And then once the Discord started happening and people started sharing, you know, like where to get stuff or even stuff from their own collection, like it's been, I mean, you sent me a bomb of Cubans too. So it's like, you know, my own Cuban Tupperware has multiplied, and now I'm buying some boxes every now and then, and it's the worst, man. It's the worst.
Yeah. Discord is not going to help our Cuban supply shortage.
Yeah. Someone on the Discord yesterday was like, how do I block the cigars deal section because I can't take this anymore?
I definitely stopped looking at it after a while. I had to.
Yeah, you got to avoid it once in a while. What did Fogey say here? The smoke has switched over to a pecan smoke. Still getting that sumac berry, lemony note, Earl Grey
Good call out.
finish.
Man has a good palate.
Yeah, he does. And that icon is awesome
Yeah.
too.
Good call out with a pecan.
Yeah. Where are we at, gentlemen? For we're at the hour mark. How we looking?
Beginning of the
Going
final
into
third.
Going into final thirds.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get some more thoughts on the cigar. Let us know in the chat. Any changes for you, Stephen?
Yeah. So I did get the that nice hickory and sweet tea. It's kind of stepped back now a little bit into more of an earth white pepper leather, but that pecan note is nice.
Okay. Roger, is it bouncing back for you?
Yeah, it bounced back pretty quickly. It was just muted for a tiny bit and then it picked back up. But it's mostly the same. I just got a lot of funkiness coming through. A lot of funk. And it's good. I'm enjoying it.
Nice. Sal is saying that the cigar is falling off in the final third for him. That is unfortunate. Johnny, what do you got?
I think the cigar is fantastic. It's incredibly linear for me, though. Nothing is changing, though it's still very good. It's just the same throughout.
Okay. That's not bad going into a final third. Usually it's, the
No,
dip happens.
My
but
final
it's
third is fantastic.
Yeah, it's holding on. That's good. What about you, John?
Largely the same. Getting a little bit more of the hickory wood for me, almost with like a touch of savory on it, a little bit, along with the fruity kind of sweet tea I mentioned before. Yeah, it's really good. Definitely still getting a lot of nuttiness, whether it's pecan or Brazil nut. Absolutely getting that little bit of butteriness to it. Still less nougaty, but more buttery, I would say at this point for me.
I could see that. And touch on this real quick, Aaron. Yeah, just the packs are available now. I don't know if you'll be able to reverse it, but you might just have to sign up again and go through the checkout. And then once you do it, you'll be on the recurring packs every month. You won't have to touch it. But Michael, changes for you?
A little less juicy in the final third, but overall the flavors are pretty much the same, and definitely more hickory spice as you like lick your lips afterwards after taking a puff. You definitely pick up on that. I like the white pepper call out too by Steven. Like ramps up on that with the retrohale too.
Very nice. Matt?
Oh, this is very good.
Yeah, to get that one out, huh?
Dude, it's freaking, it's crescendoing. The flavors are just becoming more prominent. Sweet tea, citrus, pecan nut. That was a great call out. Things are just, it's not falling off at all for me. The flavors are just getting stronger and it's becoming even more satiating. This thing is money. I'm loving this cigar.
Carpy, what do you got?
It's pretty good for a little bit there, though. There's like a spice lingering on the palate, kind of overpowering the rest of the flavors, like actually kind of numbing my tongue. But I've just started smoking slow as fuck, and that seems to have dialed it back. And I'm getting those similar notes to what other people are saying.
There you go. Andrew said the final third is super. Felipe, what do you got?
Yeah, similar more to kind of what John said. Very hickory forward for me on the final third. That funk is still there. The white pepper, it's good.
Yeah, main notes for me is that tobacco funk. Citrus is still there. I could see that little salty, buttery kind of component coming through. And I'm still getting floral. Like the floral is ramping up again, but it's balanced with all of the other notes. So I'm enjoying the cigar a lot. This might be another S tier. I've had 2 S tiers so far this week. One that Matt shamed me on all socials about.
That one made it to Instagram. Not all of them make it to Instagram, but that one did.
I appreciate that. Hey, we moved a lot of units. That's for sure. I had a few.
I hope so.
I had a store reach out to me and they're like, "Hey, thanks for making that post. We sold a ton of those definitions." I was like, "Oh, nice, cool,
Nice.
That's
Nice.
sick, dude."
Yeah, it's very
Jamon's such a good guy. Jamon's such a good guy. I'm glad any little bit of help that you can do that I can do, fucking feel great about it.
Mm-hmm. And it's always a company that I like want to get behind, but I just never really found a cigar in their portfolio that did it for me. The walking stick was probably my favorite, the Lancero that I've had out of the bunch. And then, man, that Anilla was so good. It was really good. I gave one to Felipe. Hopefully he smokes it soon and lets us know how it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jamond is really great. I had a kind of an embarrassing moment with him at PCA, and he was just so graceful. I started my live stream recording of an interview with him, and for some reason the live failed. The stream cut out, and so I didn't have anybody with me. I was by myself, so there's nobody watching the screen. So we do this whole interview, and the live's not running. And so I ended up getting out to the end, looking at the camera, going, "Oh shit, sorry, dude. None of that recorded." And then we had this like heartfelt moment together in the interview. It was beautiful. And he's like, "Well, can do it again." I was like, "Just like that?" Okay. He didn't like. There was no issue with it. Like he just was so understanding. So yeah, he's a good dude.
That's
Incredibly
awesome.
gracious. Yeah.
That's cool.
And especially at like a stressful time for him, I'm
Mhm.
sure being at the show, he's probably like got 1,000 things going, and for him to take that time with you and like do a reshoot. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, AJ. Yeah.
Great
I
call
am-
out. Great call out, AJ.
Yeah. Definition of a influencer. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But it seems like the Brazil nut is a few people have mentioned it now. And Sid is asking. Oh, go ahead, John.
I was just gonna say real quick that nougatiness is coming back for me through the retrohale again. So, anyways, really nice.
There you go. Sid is heading to Spain next month. He spoke to AZ regarding some stuff, but any reasonably priced Cubans that you would recommend, Steven, or anyone else on the
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so Spain typically has like a plethora of regionals, and they're usually not made in small supply. You know, you'll find certain regionals might only have a few thousand boxes, but usually Spanish regionals, there's plenty of supply around. So I would look for those. Spain's a great place because they have state-controlled, government-controlled pricing, and so you're kind of protected in that way. That you're if you see something that you want, you get it because you're not going to worry that the next shop will have it a few bucks less. So Spain's a great place to shop. I think for size, punch short to punch is a good one if you see those around. Generally, just because you can get them at like a lower cost. So you know, if you care about the big brands, get those, but you pay the premium on Cohiba and those flagship brands. So I would definitely use your time to like look for other brands that are a little less popular, that'll be easier for you to find, and they'll be easier on the wallet.
Okay.
Nice.
Anyone else recommend?
Steven's way more an expert than I am, but whenever I think reasonably priced Cubans, I think Por La Reñaga, the Petit Corona, great little cigar.
Petit Coronas
Especially
are great. The Galanes that just came out last year is great.
Yeah, especially if you can age them too. I mean, they're pretty good fresh, but if you can age those things a few years, they're great.
I mean,
great
yeah,
little
generally the
carnival
advice if somebody's going to be a collector, Por La Reñaga, to have a 50 cab always in aging. So you generally will have multiple in rotation. So like I bought my first 50 cab last year, and you keep one always aging, and as you smoke them down, you buy new ones for aging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good rum right there. The Hampton Estate. Nice.
This Steingold guy, where the fuck did he come from? He's like one of us.
Point.
Jeez.
One of
One
us.
of us.
Any other pairings you'd recommend for this cigar, Michael?
I don't know. I think that anything from Hampton Estate, you know, rum is going to fulfill the spectrum pretty well. Cognacs are going to fulfill the spectrum pretty well. Anything with some added sweetness, especially in this final third, is definitely going to be welcomed. I think too, for the non-alc fans, you know, this is your tea pairing all the way through. Coffee for sure.
That Earl Grey someone mentioned earlier, I was like, yeah, I could definitely see myself with like an English breakfast or an Earl Grey on this one.
Hit it with a little like orange blossom honey. Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
So now that you mentioned that, I looked at the bottle that I brought out today, and it is a barrel dovetail that is finished in rum and Cabernet barrels. It's like, oh, you know, and I like to usually do my initial tastings with a fresh palate. But I was like, let me have a sip of this and see how it's a great pairing.
I love barrel. The seagrass is really good. They make a bunch of different. I picked up the double barrel today. One of my local shops had a pick that came in, so I was able to snag that up. It should be pretty good.
Nice.
But I think you guys are further along than I am. So should we get to the voting and maybe some discovery here? All right, let me put the voting in the chat. If you are smoking with us, click that straw poll. And let me share some screenage here.
Share it, Pete.
Oh,
Share it.
That's not. We've cut off people. Is everyone here? Are we missing anyone? We're missing someone, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Somebody's in
all
the back.
good. All good. All good.
I'll fix. Hold on. I'm gonna fix that right now. Right. Oh, jeez.
I'm not picky about it, man.
Oh, there you are. There
Let's
you
go.
are.
All right.
We're gonna. Let me hold on. It's probably not showing yet because I didn't apply it yet. Doing it on the fly. We'll do it live.
We'll do it. I love that clip.
There we go. All right. So S tier, highest tier, F, obviously get a refund. I'm going to go ahead and give this an S tier. This performed very nicely for me. I enjoyed the flavors the whole way through. There's been no real dips for me. Just a really good experience overall. I'm liking all of the flavor notes we're getting. I think it was a very enjoyable cigar. I would definitely buy multiples of these. So it's a box buy for me. Felipe, where'd you go?
Yeah, I give it an A tier. It's a solid cigar. It's one, like Johnny said, it's linear, but not in a bad way. So that's it. It'd be one that I'd have to be in a mood for. You know, like when you want something rich, full of flavor. But A tier, man.
Nice. Carpy, what do you got?
B. Something about it is soapy to me, and I'm trying to get around that flavor, and when I do, I enjoy it, but
Yeah.
it's kind of soapy. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Matt?
I ripped an S. I ripped an S tier.
Okay.
It's satiating, it's sweet, it's nutty, it's balanced. It's just getting better the more I smoke it. It's a crescendo S tier. This thing's bomb.
Michael, what do you got?
I voted A. I think that the final third had a little tiny step back. I did enjoy it pretty much as the Suma that we had. So I could see it falling in either camp, A or S, and I'm not mad either way. But yeah, solid.
All right. Steven?
I went A tier. I think it's tough for me because it's not my like preferred flavor profile, but I try to judge a cigar kind of empirically and say, you know, look, the construction for me was great. The profile was balanced, whether it was my preferred flavor profile or not. So I definitely think this is an A tier.
Nice. Roger, what do you got?
I went A for this one. I really enjoyed it. The funkiness towards the end really like helped the cigar for me. But overall, it was good. Even the spice in the beginning, it was kind of strong, but it was enjoyable. It wasn't like on the palate. It was just through the retro, and it was a nice cigar. I like giving it an A.
Johnny, where are you going?
I went A. I thought the cigar was incredibly good nuance-wise. I think it was balanced. Just kind of lacked transition for me to S tier it, you know?
Mhm.
And I know that like we're not supposed to know price, and I don't know price. Price would be the caveat to make me want to S tier this if this cigar was incredibly affordable. So I'm at A.
What if I tell you the price right now?
Then that would sway my decision, but I can't change my vote because it's already locked
That's
in.
true. That's true. All right. We'll get John's right now since he's hidden. We'll unhide him real quick. Hey, John.
Hey.
Where are you going?
I'm here. I'm giving it an A tier. It's really good. It's hard for me to give S tier. I just saved that for like just blew my mind, you know. But it's a very good cigar. I like it a lot. Very solid, high on the A tier spectrum for me.
Okay. Well, we got 39 votes right now, 23 for A, 10 for S, 4 for B, 1 for C, and 1 for D. Oof.
Terrence.
Terrence had a bad time.
Leo's the C, Terrence is the D.
No,
There you go.
Leo said A. Leo said
did
A. Yeah.
So it finished stronger for him. That's good.
Good man, Leo.
Price point on this cigar is about $23-24.
I'm gonna stick with my A.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah, definitely no.
Yeah.
All right. Any
Does this
guesses
cigar
on?
have
Okay.
none? I was just curious, like, so you guys keep getting this funkiness. I'm not getting like that funk that's associated with like Dominican. So I'm curious if there's Dominican in it, or if it's like, if there is it overshadowed by something else?
Mm-mm.
It didn't taste Dominican to me, but
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. Well, I'll say everything is undisclosed on this, by the way. So there's not really much I can give you on
Oh my
composition.
So it's
There's
Is
a-
it Grand Selection?
Byron, you're saying?
No, I was thinking Alfonso Grand Selection.
Oh.
It fits the Vitola ish.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
The
I don't think it's a selected tobacco though. The wrapper's not like as thick. Most selected tobaccos have like a kind of a wavy burn because the wrapper's so thick.
okay.
so thick.
I don't know if I should give the little description that they have listed on the website.
Go for
It
it.
just says
Sure.
Oscuro Maduro wrapper, 4 complex fillers, and a Dominican barrel aged binder. That's the only information that we get on this cigar.
So not selected. Okay, good.
Yeah.
What
I mean, I don't think anyone's going to get it. So let me just throw it up here. Where is she? There it is.
Wait, holding
It
me in
is
suspense. There we go.
the PG
Oh,
25th anniversary.
Nice.
Somebody said
Nice.
that, didn't they?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
There's
somebody said-
definitely Dominican in here, if that's the case.
Okay.
this
Yeah.
is my first
mean-
PG.
Same, me too.
Oh, I love PGs. I've never had a bad one.
PGs are good.
Okay.
Someone did say PG. I can't remember who. I want to say Connoisseur Eric. I think it was Eric.
That's
he's
a
still
chance.
here. Yeah.
Eric's a wizard, man.
Let's get the cameras
Mm.
back so John's not at the bottom anymore. But yeah, that's I had the Symphony. What is that, the 30th?
Symphony 20. Symphony
20.
20.
Okay. Yeah, that was an excellent cigar too. And when I had that, I was like, we got to get one in the pack just to see how the others stack up. And Leo actually sent me a bunch of PGs to try. So it was nice to
Nice.
get to one.
So
good.
good.
Good pick, Peter. That was a good one, man.
Yep.
We needed it. We needed it after last week.
Yeah.
One of the few retailers that goes deep on PG small batch.
Well, those were limited, and I believe they were last made in 2015. I think so. That
They're
cigar
all-
is
They're all limited runs, small batch, and aged. That's
Yeah.
the PG does it right. He's like what's a Farkas? What's that brand? Starts with a V. Viaje. It's like
Viaje.
Viaje, except consistent, in my
Except he
opinion.
makes good cigars.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Consistently good. Consistently good.
That's funny. Yeah.
What was the name of the Vitola of that again? The 25th what?
25th anniversary connoisseur.
Okay.
That's what they call their Toros, connoisseur.
They have it in, they have it in here as a 6x52 on the cigar scanner wrap. I thought that cigar was 5.5 by 52. Maybe my tape measure is wrong.
It is
It's
so
on,
awesome.
on
How
PG
awesome
site.
would that be to gain an extra half inch using the tape measure? Nice.
Yeah. You use that for a lot of things, Johnny?
Did he?
Every day, man.
Yeah, it's listed as a 6x52 on the website for PG.
Okay.
Yeah.
There were definitely a lot of tape measure jokes at this Frey Ranch event I went to recently because they gave these on the table.
What state are you in?
California.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like,
I know
man,
they're close
Frey
to you,
Ranch.
right?
Yeah, well, up in Reno, Fallon.
Mhm.
Yep.
Nice. Well, I'm
What
glad that
was
was a good
your-
cigar.
What was your favorite out of the tasting?
Probably the barrel strength.
The farm strength.
Yeah, farm strength.
Farm strength. That thing is delicious. It's got like chocolate and orange. Probably would go great with the cigar that we just had.
Let's see. Aaron
My only
said,
qualm was that they did a pairing with their whiskey tasting, and they chose a Punch Classico. And I was like, you could have chosen anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's weird. That's so weird.
Aaron saying, for the guys who tasted soap, I'd be willing to bet soap. You taste soap when you have cilantro or rosemary? No?
Yeah, dude.
I love
mean, that's a
cilantro
common-
and rosemary.
Yeah.
It's a
OR
common thing that
6A2
happens.
genetic abnormality. Well,
Yeah.
inherent.
Do you love eating soap? Do you love eating soap, Carpy?
No, the cilantro doesn't taste like soap to me, and neither does rosemary. I don't know why that cigar had some soapiness to it, but
I had a chef that wouldn't
The
cook
roller.
with cilantro because of that.
really,
Yeah, he tasted soap, wouldn't cook with it.
Yeah, I'm
The
familiar.
roller
My
just had.
my
Sorry, I was
brother-in-law
gonna
is
say that
one of those.
Mm-hmm.
'cause the roller had extra clean hands that day.
Thank God.
the rest of the notes were good.
Did you guys get the soap in the mouth when you were young kids? One time?
Yes,
That's
once,
that, dude.
maybe
I
twice.
got-
With soap poisoning. But no.
Thank God we moved off the bars of soap. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Well, liquid soap in the mouth seems worse.
Eh,
That can't be good. My parents would just beat me. They wouldn't even bother with the soap. Why bother? Well, it's good. JD's buying some more. It is getting expensive, man. I'm glad that was a good cigar for everybody, or for most people. Terrence.
Making up for last week.
Yep.
Making up for last week.
mhm.
We'll see.
But
Next
last
week's
week
going to be a
could have been
gamble.
good cigar too.
What do you mean? It couldn't have been.
Well,
We all
last week
smoked that
could have been a
cigar.
good
No.
cigar. I know,
No,
but
it couldn't
before
have.
we smoked it, it had promise. Like knowing the brand, like you did, like
Yes.
it could have
Yes.
been good.
Yeah. It just wasn't. It just
Yo, man,
wasn't.
I'm just reading everybody's comments in the chat. As guys, did you guys get disciplined more by your mom or your dad? Because it was like, if dad had to step in, it was always bad. But I feel like mom was the one to dish it out first.
And most.
Yeah. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, Mama dished it out most or first, but then Dad was the enforcer.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
Mom would mentally assault me, hurt my heart, with words, and then my dad would
Mhm.
hurt me with his hands. So I got it. I got all of it, really. It just depended on who got to me first.
Let's see.
I got hit like 10 to everyone, 10 mom, 1 to every like dad, dude. So it
Anybody
was-
ever get the wooden spoon
No.
or spatula?
No.
I
I
got
got cords though. I got a ton
Good.
of cords.
Slippers.
I got
My
the
mom-
I got the belt crack, but never
Mhm.
experienced the belt.
You never got hit with the belt, Johnny?
No. Now,
Even now as an
not
adult.
to-
What about the what
not
about
not
that
to
one
bring
girl?
up like old trauma, because it's not, but I mean, I grew up in
Hmm.
a single family home, so it's just my
Mhm.
mom. And if I went to like visit my dad, like however that was done, he would always just try and be the coolest so that I would always want to come back. So
Yeah.
uh,
My
What
mom
about
always
that girl
had
that
me-
wears all that leather stuff, Johnny? She don't hit you with the belt
Huh?
now? The girl with the
No.
leather stuff. She don't hit you with the
It's
belt.
a different story now when mom
yeah, if
hits
you
you
want to
with the
get into
belt.
that topic, I am 0% submissive. So it's not my thing. She tries to go with like the throat choke, I'm gonna just fucking smack her arm away. Like, don't do that.
My mom had like really flimsy, like slippers. Those things hurt so bad because she could like really crank on them, and that was not fun at all. But my sister's got it way worse than I do. I don't know if you guys had siblings, but for some reason my two oldest sisters, they just didn't know when to shut up, and my my parents didn't like when they would talk back when they were getting yelled at, and I would just sit there like, take it like a man, don't say anything.
My parents had the perfect blend of, my mom was Asian, so Asian shame, and then Irish anger. That was a great combination.
It turned out great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I can relate to Aaron here. My mom would yell a whole lot, and like my dad was so chill that like if he got mad, you knew you fucked up, so he didn't even really need to do anything. But my older brother did kick the shit out of me. Like my parents never touched me, but my older brother, he'd piss me off. I'd say some real mean stuff, and then it was just I was fucked. I was always smaller than him. So
it's a bad mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it seems like, yeah. Moms always verbally assault. Those words still haunt me. I think that's why some of us are in therapy, probably. Working through that shit. Yeah. And isn't it funny now if you have kids and you try to discipline them in front of your parents, the grandparents, they're like, don't do that. Don't.
Yeah.
Oh, the poor kid. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh yeah.
Are you
It's
kidding
like,
me?
come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's brutal, man. You still munching on that one, Hound Dog? Did anyone light up a second? I'm still going on this PG.
I lit up.
Byron.
Oh,
little
no.
noir,
I have a bandolero, but I'm like, oh, dude, I don't want to smoke this. I've never. Don't want to.
Are you trying to get kicked out?
Tiny Byron. Can't smoke it.
Are you trying to get kicked out of the group chat again there, Matt?
I pulled an audible. I pulled a Hound Dog audible.
That was funny.
He actively left the first time.
That's true. That's true.
You fuckers. These fuck
We
nuts.
didn't notice for
These
like a
fuck
week and a
nuts.
half.
It's gone for a month.
These fuck nut shit sippers. I left because the asshole at the top left and the asshole on the bottom left started getting into a hate session on the definition noir in our group chat. I'm like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna take this. I will not tolerate this bullshit. Plus, I thought it'd be funny if, like, during their hate session, they just saw Cigar Hound Dog left the group. Nobody got the notification. So like a month goes by and these assholes are just like, oh yeah, having a great time. Oh yeah, fuck man, I'm loving this chat now.
It's like Matt was just really quiet.
Yeah, it didn't announce that you had left the chat. So I mean, we just carried on. I was like, Matt's probably, he's really busy at work. Maybe he just hasn't said anything in 2.5 weeks.
Roger, being the true leader, noticed, and he's like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah.
It's like, Matt, you've been quiet lately. Just checking in.
Man.
So, like a friend does.
Yeah.
We thought you
It
were
was
busy.
April
dude.
25th was that hate session. So it was actually, yeah,
Today.
Hate session.
Almost
That's a little
a week.
exaggerated.
Come on, man.
Little exaggerated.
Yeah. Real Smokes podcast. What's going on, guys? They're asking Hound Dog. They just started going down with definition, and you love the noir. You love it.
The noir is a
It's
great.
fucking
I don't
good.
give a shit. I don't give a shit when any fucking ass job says this cigar is amazing.
I love Jamon, man. I love Jamon. That's all.
Yeah. What are you going to do, man? Different strokes for different folks. I think Roger doesn't like it. He's staying quiet. He's pretending he's working, but he doesn't like the noir either.
I haven't liked them too much.
I want to like it, man. And it was the first time I'd ever had it, so it just might have been a bad. I don't know. Might have not been in the best headspace for it. I don't know, but it just was very leathery for me.
User error. User error.
I've had it twice, right? The most recent time I had it, it was just okay. But the first time I had it, it won my like Instagram Cameroon shootout. Like when I just did shootouts on Instagram. So like they can be amazing.
Sure. I don't know. I've smoked a bunch.
I'll choose to believe you.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fucking you, Peter. You know, you're still not quite right. I mean, you've come a long way. It's not just
You know
like
what?
Saka, but like
Hey,
it's
that's
still
not true. That's not true. Okay. Fiddlestick was terrible.
used to be, dude. Used to
The,
be.
ye- the year of the Duque was not a good cigar. I call it like I see it. All right. I don't just play favorites around here. You know, everyone said Dunbarton and Crown Heads can do no wrong for Peter. And we all know what's happening with both those brands right now for me. So
You just put on a blindfold. You just put on a fucking blindfold and throw a dart at a board. You're like, what's this cigar gonna be? This is good. This cigar's shit.
listen, I don't. Come on. I am
What's up
left-handed.
with the
but-
What's up with the left-handy hate, bro?
Yeah, lefty too, man.
Come on now.
And we're born on the same day. And look what
Mhm.
happened. Look what
One
the
of-
fuck happened.
One of us has a
Somebody got
really good
beat.
palate.
Somebody got beaten, somebody didn't.
My palate got beat. See, I'm getting back up here. Your Duque was rough. And Felipe, you had a similar experience. It wasn't that good for you either.
Yeah.
Look at this. I agree with this comment right here from Sosa. I agree. Give me a chinchale any day of the week. That's right.
Agreed.
Yeah. And pretty soon I'm going to be saying the Atta Bay Black is mid. I'm going to align all my stuff with John here. Me and John, we're going to be best friends.
Except you
cigar-
abandoned me. You abandoned me about the Angel Share. I haven't forgiven you for that yet.
I said it was good, but that Churchill is not the size to smoke in that cigar.
All right.
It is not.
All right.
It is
All
not.
right. We're friends.
It's,
We're friends.
yeah.
Man.
it's usually A tier, but that Churchill's tough. Tonight's cigar was the PG 25th anniversary connoisseur. Got an A tier. What's going on, Ryan?
What's up, Ryan?
Hey.
I am looking forward to those Dunbarton packs that they got coming out, those sampler packs. So Steve's going to bounce back. He's going to bounce back with that word of Saka, is it? Something like that? I don't know. That's going to be a good one. No, we're not going to start on this, JD. We're not going to go down the warp path. We're
I
not doing
still
it.
don't believe JD doesn't like warp, man. I think he just refuses to admit it. But
Yeah.
he's got to be smoking them. JD, we know JD. Come
Yeah.
on.
Well, with Luke's comment here, it's not that they don't put out some great cigars. It's just like Crown Heads. Like you pick up a La Patissier or a La Carême, it's gonna be delicious. But there've been some misses as of late, and I don't know if they're just trying to push stuff out quickly or they're out of ideas. It's one of the two.
You're out of good tobacco.
Well,
It's ever
And
since
it's
the fall.
gone.
Ever since
Is
the
it
fall,
really?
man.
what was that, John?
I just said ever since the fallout that they had, I feel like just haven't been the same. So
And Nick is saying small batches out of PGs already. Good job, everybody. We did our job.
nice.
132 people watching.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
You want to hit
I mean,
the like button,
Yeah.
Johnny?
it looks
Any-
like they still
anyone?
have the Bellicoso.
Okay. And while we got that many people here, if you're not smoking the pack with us, Small Batch has them back in stock. Check it out. Join the pack for June. 4 weeks in June, yeah. So we still got 3 more because there's 3 more Thursdays in this month. So it'll be a good time. Oh, see, Sal agrees. Look at that. Angel Shear, he likes it. But he did stomp out the Churchill. It was terrible.
I haven't had the Churchill, so I'll take y'all's word for it.
I think the first Angel Shire I ever had was a church. The draw was tight, but I think that's because it was over humidified. But it was such a freaking tasty cigar, man. I think it was the Churchill. I loved it.
Mm.
I love them, man. But yeah, I've never had them in the Churchill. So
What's
I'll
up,
reserve
Because the
Damon?
Churchill has the real name, right? Or a weird name, right? It's like the Reserva de Chateau or something like that. That's the Churchill.
Not
can't
sure.
remember.
You're the
I'll have to
Opus
go back
guy.
and look.
I think that's what it's called.
Damon, I spoke to Dave over at Small Batch, and I think they're just waiting to get more stuff in, and they're going to put a sampler together because the Chamali stuff's been flying. And
Honestly,
I think
you'd be safe getting like the 4-packs of each one of them. I think Matt's got all 3 reviews out. I've got all 3 reviews, but I haven't released 2 of them. They're all very good.
Yeah.
the broadleaf, dude, the Pioneer, that's where it's at for me. All are very good,
I think
but I liked it.
I think my order is the Pangu, then the Pioneer, then the Dynasty. But they're all very
interesting. Dynasty at the bottom.
Good. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna give a teaser. Zorro. It'll mean more to you in June.
Oh no.
Perfect.
Ooh, Steven. I like that. Is this insider information, or did you try something already? Did you get to?
Mhm.
Okay.
I got to hang out with Sean a couple weeks ago.
They're
Sean and the-
based
and the
out of San
guys.
Diego, yeah?
No, dude, they're right here. Mi Havana's in Pomona.
Oh, yeah. The factory's right there.
Yep.
Okay.
The lounge.
I'm look-
Steven,
I mean,
did
they've
you
been-
start with Cubans, or you started with New Worlds and then started?
No, I've been smoking for like 15 years. I didn't touch Cubans until a few years ago. Yeah, I picked up my first was I actually purchased in 2015. My first cigar was from Cuba was the 2014 Cohiba EL, the Robusto Supremo, which is a phenomenal cigar. And I did the thing unintentionally, which is to age it 3 years. And I quit my job at that time, and that was my celebratory cigar. So my first Cuban was in 2018, and that changed some things for me.
Dang, man, you're hooked.
What was the first New World? Do you remember?
Yeah, actually, I do. So it was an Avo number 9.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, buddy
Classic?
of mine. Yeah, the classic. And so it was. We were on a guy's trip to Vegas, and only one of the guys knew anything about cigars. And we're hanging out in the casino, and there's a shop. And my buddy Josh says, "Hey, anybody want a cigar?" And we're all looking at each other, going, "I don't know." I'll be right back. And he goes in, he buys for the group. It's like, this is what we're smoking. And that was, for a few of us, was our first cigars right there in the casino.
Nice.
And that's like a Rothschild size, right? It's like a Robusto Rothschild.
Totally
At a
approachable.
box of, yeah, for a first cigar, that's a great option. That's a great choice.
Yeah, he knew.
I had a box of those at my wedding, all the number 9s.
Mm-hmm.
Nick just got 2 Racines like 2 days ago, and if you're already out of space, dude, that's not
Take
good.
it easy.
Hey, man.
You got to stop hanging out with Leo. It's
Or
bad news.
checking the cigar deals thread.
Yeah. That one in the mail call section in Discord is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Which small batch do we buy? I'm so confused with the online cigar shopping stuff. So small batch is the retailer. If you head over to their shop and search for Cigars Unbanded, you'll see the monthly subscription pop up, and that's what we smoke every Thursday. It's a new unbanded mystery cigar for a blind review with everyone here on the panel, and then a bunch of people in the chat. Terrence is asking, what boxes of cigars should he have at his wedding? Do I use my connections to make a private label? That'd be cool.
That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
that'd be pretty dope.
That'd be
Do you
sick.
have these people or no?
Probably the simpler way to do it is to have bands made, and then you could just do like an additional foot band on something that you already like. That's an easy way to do it.
Yeah, that's a good route. I know we always recommend like Placencia white band, the reserve. That's usually a really good cigar for weddings. Pretty neutral, good cigar. What
EDX
else?
Blanc, I think, would be a good one.
Keith just said,
EDX
"Do not
Blanc.
get married."
Do not get married.
Oh boy,
It's fun. Man.
there it is. There it is. What else? Perdomo Champagne. It's kind of a fitting name for a wedding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
I've just always thought the
What?
Placencia Reserva Original and the Cortez is the perfect wedding cigar, assuming that your guests are not aficionados. You know what I mean? That cigar is $9. So if anybody puts it down, who gives a shit? It's got the white band on it. It's classy as fuck, and I think everybody can enjoy that cigar. I don't want to be dropping like Atabays or some shit. Have somebody light it up and then put it down because I'm gonna be like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, you start handing out Davidoffs and somebody
Yeah.
doesn't give a shit. It kind of hurts.
Yeah.
We could always do an upgraded selection for like if you're gonna have groomsmen, you could do something nice for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the
Give your
Megars
groomsmen
for-
some PGs.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
Megars for the groomsmen.
The Ocean Breeze from Lampert. It's a good call out as well. It's a great cigar.
Or for some
Yeah,
comedic,
very
relief,
approachable.
let's do LFD double Lajeros for everyone.
For the
Yeah,
people,
just zap them, light them up.
everyone's on the porch, just like comatose.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry I didn't spring for the lobster, guys. Enjoy that.
Bearded donkey doesn't like his friends.
Oh yeah, he said magic toast for his friends, but you know his buddies get the good stuff.
I don't even want to
Smart.
know what he gives his enemies. Jesus.
Yeah, Black Swan.
Black Swan for family. There
He
you go.
doesn't like anybody.
Master blends 3 Maduros.
Oof. Ooh.
I hope you don't have an open bar at that
Rough.
wedding. Let me rinsing their palate with a million drinks.
It's a tough one.
What was that? Was that Bridesmaids when they all like shit themselves or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell
That
yeah.
was rough.
That was terrible.
The one ends up on the street with the wedding dress on, just over the storm drain or whatever.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta do it right now.
Yeah.
So
We've all been there.
yeah.
Davidoff Millenniums. I smoked one yesterday. I had the torpedo. It was great. It was really good.
Yeah, I like Millennium
Very good cigar.
Lanceros. These are nice.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Andrew's chiming in here. Keith married twice. Now I sit in my living room, smoke a cigar, watch Cigars Unbanded. Attaboy, Andrew.
It's a difficult jerk, but he gets it done.
Yeah. What is this? Keepsake. Oh, yeah.
That's
You
smart.
could do that.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
cool.
Idea.
Ellen, that's a good idea.
That's a very good idea. Every time I've been a groomsman, I always get like shitty gifts that no one cares about. I would love to get some nice cigars.
You get gifts? Wow.
You've never gotten like a cheesy ass gift, like some flask with your name on it or something, or stupid shit.
The
Your
only
buddies are listening like, damn.
the only gift that I ever got was when I did a pairing for a set of groomsmen and the groom. So like we paired
Okay.
Johnny Walker Blue Label Ghost and Rare series with cigars at Monte Cristo at Caesar's Palace. And he asked me, because he worked with me, if I would come in and just do the pairing and talk about the cigars and the scotch. And he gave me an engraved ashtray, like handheld, like little portable ashtray that was all stainless that I still have with my name on it.
It wasn't
so he went out
paper?
and got me the gift. No, it wasn't that paper shit that you got.
Bamboo and whale.
Portable ashtray.
Bamboo and whale. Oh shit! I wonder how they're doing. I wonder if they got closed down due to tariffs.
No, there were a few people
Bastards.
after Matt that were hawking those things hard. That was fun to watch.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Some people thought it was amazing.
I bet.
Quite the concept. Quite the concept.
Paper ashtrays.
Hey, what are you gonna do, right?
So
What are you gonna
stupid.
do? That didn't make it on Shark Tank, that's for sure.
No.
No.
Shark
All right,
Tank.
boys. Shark Tank. Oh, well, we are at the hour and 45-minute mark. Steven, thank you for coming on, man. Is there anything you want to plug on the way out for the channel? Anything coming up?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm going to continue the Legends of the Leaf series. So I'm going to try and get out a non-Cuban and Cuban review each week. So we get to continue that series while I'm reviewing all the new stuff from PCA. But that's kind of the big stuff coming out.
Nice, man. Keep churning it out. And the next, we haven't done a Cuban Sunday in a while, so we're gonna have to remedy that, and we'll get you back on for one of those.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Roger, what's coming, man?
I still haven't even smoked that damn añejo, man. I've had it in my dry box for like 2 weeks. I'm gonna get to it this week for sure.
It's coming. It's coming. I can feel it. This is the week. I can feel it.
Johnny went on productive on us. It's like, dude, come on, man. You gotta be one of us, man.
You gotta do nothing.
You gotta sandbag it a
Johnny.
little bit, you know? Sandbag it a
Come
little
on.
bit.
You give
Johnny,
too
what-
much, and then he set the standard for Peter, bro. Come on.
I got a list, Roger. Every day that goes by, I put a check mark, and I'm like, I check YouTube in the morning. I'm like, oh, one more for Roger. Fucking man,
Felipe
geez.
tells me how close I am to the X, and then I that's when I turn it up.
That's why we met up for his birthday. I was like, we got to do something about Roger, man. This is not good. We got to.
Right.
Plan the intervention.
Yeah, exactly. Johnny, what do you got coming out, man? Anything? Any cigars you're looking forward to?
Stuff. I got, you know what? I got one in the dry box. It's specifically for Matt. So
Can we get a
we talked
teaser?
about
Or
it before.
we
Oh,
should
I'll tell you
wake up?
exactly what it is. It's
Okay.
Alec Bradley Gatekeeper.
Oh,
Okay.
you poor SOB. You poor SOB.
I had it before. I liked it. So let's see if it's a fluke or not.
We'll see if your palate's still shit or not.
It's going to be your shortest review. If it's 15 minutes before I click play, I'll know how it went.
I don't know.
Yeah. John, what do you got coming, man? Anything?
I got the Cohiba Reserva Azul coming out some point soon, and then a couple I'm catching up on, like the Warp New Day. Just a couple ones I did, but I got to get them out at some point. But I think I'm gonna post that Reserva Azul just because it's newer. So
Yeah. I smoked it at the lounge when Felipe and I hung out yesterday. It was as good as the first one I smoked. I bought a few more. So
yeah, they're
It's a great
good
stick, man.
cigars. Yeah.
yeah, I imagine, are they moving in the Garrison?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had a guy. It's the only time I've done this, but he wanted to buy the box, and I'm like, I just wasn't ready yet to just let him go.
Yeah.
Because I knew I had a couple people who wanted to buy them too. But yeah, no, they moved fast. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Check out the Garrison too. Stay connected with all the events in Texas.
Yes, sir.
What do you got, Michael? What's coming out?
So gonna record the Dubai that Carpy sent me this weekend. And then I also have your Don Dorma unicorn that thank you, Pete, for sending two. Because I think that would make a great review.
One is the Golden Child and one is the original Don Derma. So we're gonna smoke one with Habibi. I don't think it matters which one. So
It
if you're
doesn't.
gonna do I don't think so. Nothing
Okay.
matters for that live. Ronnie's gonna be a loose
Yeah.
cannon anyway.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a shit show. So we'll see
Gonna
when
be-
that's gonna happen.
It's gonna Yankees mustache it up.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. What do you got, Matt? What's coming out?
It's something Sunday, some review Sunday. Just always new shit. Hey, and this week was all AJ. We had the Trinidad Miami edition, the Spiritu Miami edition. That's made at AJ's factory. It's fucking great. If you like the Nicaragua series, the Blue Band by AJ Fernandez, it's like an amped up version of that. So freaking good. Then today was the Nasser the Goat by AJ Fernandez. That was a good cigar too. not just AJ cigars on my channel, but really good ones that I've liked a lot.
Yes. Very good. Carpy, what's coming, man?
I've got the Gotta Fire by Carlito coming out tomorrow, and then like maybe this weekend, just to cut up the Gotta Fire thing, I'll do like Chamali weekend and put out the next 2 reviews I have of their stuff. Then maybe next weekend, to put another break in the Gotta Fire thing, I'll do a Alex Glez weekend because I have those 2 that I haven't put out yet too. So
Any Gurkha weekends?
no, I haven't really purchased any of those on purpose. But I'm just trying to fill in the gaps where any day that Roger doesn't put out a video, I'll put out a video.
Yeah.
Damn, you screwed, bro.
Yeah.
I text
know,
Mike in the
fucked.
morning. Mike, you got to do something. You got to put one out, man. You got to put one out.
Pulling the weight.
Yeah.
Bringing up the team.
Felipe, what about you, man? What's coming?
Still got to edit Davidoff video, but the bomb that you gifted, you were generous enough to gift me yesterday. I recorded a little short, so I'll probably be out first because they're just easy to record and edit. So
Nice.
pretty nice package. So thank you again.
Oh, just for you, buddy. I'm looking forward because I shot you at Dubai too, so I think you're gonna like that one, man.
You did forget Matt's cigars, so
I did.
Matt,
I did.
it's his fault.
Matt, you sent a
What
pack
the
for Felipe
fuck?
back in like December, and I was like, oh, when I
What
see
the
him, I'll get it
fuck,
to him.
dude?
And as I was leaving the house, I forgot to grab it. So it'll just for next month, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
There's a little bandolero binder. I think it's a bandolero that I wanted Felipe to have because it reminded me a lot of coconut. I got a lot of coconut notes in those, and I know Felipe mentioned he loves coconut whenever he picks that up on a cigar. So whenever you get that pack, whenever the fuck you get that pack in this decade, next decade, I don't fucking know, but just think coconut
Hell yeah.
with
Thank
that
you.
bandolero.
There you go. Coconut. All right. Well, that's it for us. We'll be back episode 75 next Thursday. And then next Saturday, we will be with Oliver from United.
Nice.
So we got that coming up.
Nice.
We're postponing
Cool.
Flaming 50s. That was supposed to be this Saturday, but Marvin's got a release coming out, and the boys are going to go enjoy that. So we don't want to, crash that. So we'll reschedule the the Principal Commonwealth for later in the month. We'll figure out a date that works for everybody. But yeah, that's it, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, everybody in the chat. Hit the like button for Johnny so he doesn't cry tonight in bed. And we'll see you next week. Later, everybody.
Later,
All right,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.